Julia Diaz has lost her husband in a FARC attack, and as a nurse she's seen dozens of people wounded or killed. So she was sure a majority of Colombians would have supported the peace deal in the referendum.
We were convinced this was a done deal, that the war was over. When we saw the no win, we started crying. We called our family on the phone asking, now what? Does it mean the war is coming back?
Her town of Toribio has been attacked over 700 times. The scars are still visible, but with a ceasefire in place, not one bullet has flown over it for 2 years. 85% of residents voted in favor of the deal and are now in a state of bewilderment and fear. Julia, who was diagnosed with post-traumatic stress disorder, had recently got off her meds. She went back to them after the vote, unable to sleep. Her son, who had left to avoid being recruited by FARC, came back to start a small pizza business. They blame city dwellers who voted against the deal for putting at risk their dream of a normal life.
It's just wrong for families like ours that finally thought they had the possibility to grow, to rebuild what the war took away, to be denied this opportunity.
The peace deal goes beyond disarming the rebels. It also includes several development programs to transform neglected areas like Toribio, but those programs as well are now at risk. Local communities are meeting with United Nations representatives to discuss what can be done to save those plans.
Es una gran oportunidad para un territorio como este.
We can't lose this opportunity. Those who oppose the talks say they want to revise the agricultural reform, the transitional justice system, and other issues that have already been negotiated. Who has more legitimacy to say if we agree or not with the deal, if we forgive or not, than the real victims of the war? It shouldn't be the politicians and the big businessmen who want to change this. It's regression that condemns us to war.
President Juan Manuel Santos announced the ceasefire will expire at the end of October unless he reaches a deal with the opposition. What will happen at this point is anybody's guess, leaving towns like Toribio on edge. Alessandro Rampietti, Al Jazeera, Toribio.